Back. We're back. You know what it is. Static Flow Podcast. We are back in the building doing it like we always doing it. And like we doing it for what? TV.
Baby, what's that even mean?
I don't know. I heard it before, so I just wanted to say it. See how I feel.
Okay.
We are back, though. This is episode
9.
9. All right. We are back. Episode 9, back in the building. Back at it again with the best podcast on the planet. I don't care what they heard. I heard holla at us. It's going down. But make sure you following us. If you into Static Flow, make sure you following us at the Static Flow Podcast on Facebook.
Yes.
Make sure you following us on the Static Flow Podcast on IG. Mm-hmm. And make sure you right here on YouTube with us. Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Share. Subscribe. Share. Scribe. All right, new word right there. But that's Static Flow Podcast. Make sure you hit us up right there. It's on the screen. So make sure you following us and sharing that and telling your people to follow and share if you like the show and like what we doing. You like our vibe. You know what I mean? I'm your host. You already know. Derek, a.k.a. Yeah. You know what I mean? Along with my beautiful Mrs.
Tika.
Hanging out. TK. We're in the building.
Annoying.
Doing it real big. I can say TK, right?
No, but it's cool.
All right. Today's show's going to be fun. We're going to have a fun show today, right?
Yeah.
We're going to do fun stuff?
Yeah, we're going to do some fun stuff.
All right. Fun
All right.
stuff. Some Play-Doh, some building blocks. What are we going to do?
So you know how we usually do our get it off your chest. We're going to do something a little different today. And we are going to do like the little TikTok craze with the couples. I think it's called the who is more likely.
Yeah.
And
most likely or more likely.
Yeah. And we want to do that so you guys can get to know us a little bit better.
Now.
And know the truth.
Know the truth? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, these questions are a little random. You know,
They're
we
random.
don't really...
We didn't listen to them ahead of time, so our reactions to them will be completely natural reactions.
Yes.
And you'll get a little peek into our personality and our dynamic as a couple. So it should be fun.
Yeah. So we're going to do that first?
We're going to do it first, and then we'll get into our topic like we usually do.
All right, y'all. So we're going to go into this. Hopefully we can both hear it. You guys should be able to hear it. And these are just like random questions we got off the internet. We didn't listen to them. Mm-mm. We didn't hear them. Mm-mm. We don't know what's about to be said. And we're just going to react to what we hear. And so we're going to get started now.
And do you know how to play?
I think I do. I mean, I got to raise my hand, right? Or point at you.
Yes.
Or point at me.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to point.
And then if it's both of us, then
and
we
if
point
it's
at
yourself,
each other.
you raise your hand.
Okay. All right.
I don't think you get it. It's cool.
Hey, let's go with it. Let's get it started. Let's go. Let's get into it, guys. I like it.
Who is most likely to forget an anniversary?
Boo, you suck!
Who is most likely to talk in a baby voice to animals?
Who is the handyman in the relationship?
Who is most likely to cry because of a sad movie?
Who would go the most days without showering?
Disgusting!
Who is most likely to blow all of their money on food?
Who farts the most?
Disgusting!
Who is more important to you?
So terrible.
Who is the most stubborn?
Who dresses better?
She's sexy.
Who is the better cook?
I don't cook.
Who is the better driver?
Who has been in more car accidents?
Who initiated the first kiss?
Who is the bigger baby when sick?
Who is the most embarrassing?
Who is the better half?
Who plans more elaborate date nights? Who wears the pants in the relationship? Who's the best driver? Who's more likely to talk their way out of a speeding ticket? Who's better when it comes to directions? Who's the best chef? Who's a pickier eater? Who handles the groceries? Who's a better tipper? Who's more likely to steal the covers on a cold night? Who snores louder? Who's more likely to say something embarrassing in their sleep? Who wakes up first? Who stays up later? Who's the better shower singer? Who spends more time staring at their phone? Who's more likely to start an argument? Who's more likely to finish an argument? And who's chattier?
Okay, who initiated the first kiss? Who apologizes first after a fight? Who is the funny one? Who is more romantic?
Wait.
Who is the most patient? Who's the better cook?
That's easy.
Who said I love you first?
That's a damn lie.
Who takes longer to get ready in the morning?
You definitely chose me for that.
Who is grumpier in the morning? Who's more stubborn?
You definitely chose me for that.
Who's the bigger baby when sick? Who is the social butterfly? Who is the messy one?
Hi, fuck.
Who spends the most money? Who loses their key?
Say it again. Don't hear it.
Okay, who initiated the first kiss? Who apologizes first after a fight?
Okay. We can stop right there. There was some of the same ones. Those some of the same ones. And those were random. We got those off of YouTube, and we wanted to run that just so y'all can kind of get into our space a little
Just
bit.
a little in our
Yeah,
personality.
I mean,
We can talk about some of them if you'd like.
is that right?
Yes.
Patient one, yes. That is me.
You do. You have way more
I'm
patience than I do.
Very patient, you know.
Everything irritates me, annoys me, and I'm on edge
you
a
know,
lot.
I'm on my Lionel Richie. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like repeating myself. I don't like
Oh.
repeating
Oh.
questions.
Oh.
Can we just get into one of the other ones real quick?
Ugh.
Who said I love you first? That was definitely you. Do not do that. I did not. That is not even. What are you saying?
I mean, you know what? I'm a Virgo, so yes, we are creatures of love, passion. We are passionate. So yes, more than likely, I was the one to probably say it first. Maybe I don't know. I think it was.
No, it was not.
I mean, if you go back to the letters, you know, I still got your old letters. So
That's fine.
I think you said it in the letter.
That's fine. But it still was.
I think it
after
was the
you said
same
it.
time. I think it was the same time.
Nobody says I love you at the same time.
Yeah.
No one just
Yeah.
looks at each other and say, I love you. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't. Someone says it first.
Yeah.
Why you keep saying yeah?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Damn it. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I probably did. You know, I can't recall.
Don't be afraid or ashamed to say that you said you love me first.
I can't recall.
You can't.
I mean, I say it so much, so I can't remember the first time and all the time. I say it all the time. Who says it the most?
Me.
Please.
Who says it and then
The most.
nobody says it back? I love you. Crickets.
The most.
You don't never say. I hate when you don't say it back.
Who says it the Mizos? Me. All the time. I'm Mr. I love you. I should get it tattooed on me. Shout out to my man JB. JB, I gotta come through and get some tats anyway. I should get it tatted on me. I say it so much.
I mean,
I love you.
do we want to talk about any more of the questions?
I don't know what else was in there. Angry,
Who's
patient.
the best cook? Who's the best?
Well, first off, I don't like cooking. I'm
Who's
not
the
a
best
cook.
driver? Can we just talk about that real quick? I think we both drive okay, right? Mm-hmm. If the question was who parks the best, it's definitely me because you suck at parking.
Parallel parking is the only thing.
Can't park it.
Parallel parking
You are terrible at parking.
is on my nerves. I don't know who invented that. Why is that a thing?
Well, actually, it's for people who live in cities and not in the country. Sorry for all your country
parallel
people.
parking is not
You
one of my
gotta
strong suits.
Know
so,
how to do it.
You know, not a parallel parker. It's not my thing. But most accidents, yes. You know, but
Our insurance
to
is
clear
crazy.
it up it's not me. This is accidents of people that have hit me.
What's the common denominator?
You know what I mean?
You.
Now one was me. You know what I mean? I might have tapped somebody a little bit from the back, but that's
Right, but
because of the
that's it.
person that was in front of them who caused me to hit them, and then they pulled off and they got away. And we know you out there. I know you riding around somewhere. You out there. You remember that morning. You
First of all,
just didn't. You know
you
what I
weren't
mean?
paying attention.
Stopping at a green light. Who stops at a green light?
But you're still supposed to
Damn
be
it.
cognizant of what's happening around you.
We gonna find you. We gonna find you.
I can't with you.
Okay.
I cannot.
No damn sense stopping at a green light. What's wrong with y'all? Green means go. Okay.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell the people about your personality or our dynamic as a couple?
We're gonna find you.
I will say this before we move into our topic.
What?
You have I'm not going to say
got
calmed
that-
me down, but you have made me be a little more I fire off when something happens. I'm out the
Definitely.
gate and I'm already
starts
at
10.
100.
She likes to start at 10 and then work her way backwards. So I have figured out, the formula to get her to kind of, think first, then pick a number to start at, where she normally just starts at 10 and works her way backwards. So
That's a good thing. Everybody find you somebody who balances you out.
yeah, man. I bring love and balance. Y'all hear all this good stuff? I'm telling you, man. Good dude. Good dude.
He's okay.
Good dude, man. Good dude.
Whatever.
Trying to
All
tell
right.
you.
All right.
Good
so,
dude.
are
Shout
we
out
going to
to-
get into our topic?
Shout out to myself. Shout out to myself. All right.
All right.
So a lot of those questions that we just did, which leads great into our topic, because now this is something that we always run into when we're watching certain movies, certain things, or we're talking about other people in general that we might know. And she might be like, well, he's lying. And I might say, well, no, he didn't. He just ain't say nothing. And she was like, well, not saying anything is like lying. And I'm like, no, it's not. You have to say something in order to tell a lie.
So that brings us to our topic today, which is omission of facts considered a lie?
Why you had to put the word facts in there? Why you couldn't just say is omission
Because
considered
omission
a
of
lie?
what? People need to know omission of what?
You know what I mean?
Omission of facts.
You made it like it's a court thing or something. Like, why you had to put facts in there? Why
First
you
of
couldn't
all,
just say
fact-
is omission?
The word fact is not like a big word. It's
You
like
know what
it's
I mean?
not that big
It's
of a
not,
deal.
but it means like you like
A fact. Mm-hmm. Yes.
right. So give him your take on that. 'Cause I just gave
Absolutely,
him-
it is.
Why?
You cannot tell a whole story about something. I ask you a question or whatever, and then you omit a big piece of that. That dictates the story or how I'm going to feel about the story. It's a lie, 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 lie.
Okay. Now let's go back to what I just said a minute ago, you guys, and this is what's going. And I'm so glad she took off with what she said.
Lies.
As far as asking the question.
Lies.
Now, y'all got to remember this. Ladies, I'm going to help y'all out a little bit. Fellas, use this if you need to. If there's a situation that has happened or has went down, it could be pretty much anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if your questions,
Here you go.
ladies,
Here come the BS.
are not accurate, or if we let's just make it even better. If you ask us 3 sets of let's say you needed to ask 5 questions to get the answer you needed, but you only asked 3, and we answer those 3, we're not obligated to answer the other 2 questions if they haven't been asked. So that's not omission. You're not asking the right questions to get all the answers you need. Now, should a man
Stop playing
spill?
games. Not you, but
Should a
you
man-
are not stupid. If I'm asking you something
Right.
about where you been or what you eating or what
Right.
you doing,
Right.
why is it that I have to ask you 5,000 questions to get the talk?
Okay.
Talk.
But this is
Because
the
in
thing.
your mind, you like,
'Cause
you
if you
know
say-
what? I'm gonna be real careful how I'm gonna answer this. I'm not gonna answer like that. Why
I mean,
you
you
playing
answer the question.
games?
If
And you're famous for this.
like, here you go. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Derek, you eating a cookie? No, I'm not eating a cookie. Why you lying? Well, I wasn't when you asked me. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
because at the time you asked me, I wasn't.
But that
Because you
is
said, "Were you eating?"
ridiculous.
You didn't say, "Have you had a cookie?" It's
But
a
you see
difference.
what I'm saying?
It's a difference.
It's
You gotta say it
ridiculous.
the right way. But you making me lose my thought.
Good, because you want to talk about nothing anyway.
Nah, I had some good stuff though.
No, you didn't.
But it, like I said, it goes back to that. It goes back to how it's been asked. Because if I'm out, and you say, "Yo, did you get something to eat?" and I say, "Yeah, I got something to eat," boom. But then later on, let's just say I'll be like, "Yeah, man, that steak I had today was great." Why you ain't tell me you had steak? You didn't ask me that. You said, did you eat?
Why the fuck?
That's a great example. That's a great
example of ridiculous non-communication
why should I say,
BS.
Why should I say, yeah, I had something to eat, I ate a steak? You just asked me, yo,
Because
did you have
that's
something to
normal
eat?
adult
I answered
conversation.
the question. This is not about conversation. This is about answering a question.
That's about being an adult and having a conversation, answering a question. And who does that? Besides you.
The real people, it's a lot of people out there that do that. It's a lot of people out there that do
Especially
that.
when it
Men and
comes
women.
to y'all really try to be snaky and sneaky and get out your way when we talking about like cheating. Because you don't answer a question or because you're omitting something. Yes, that's lying. You are lying, liar.
It's not this information that you didn't ask for.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you something. What do you call withholding important pieces of information? What's that called?
I don't know.
If it's not lying to you, what does it mean to you? What is that?
I just got to chalk that up. It's like, yo, I didn't ask the right questions. You got to just chalk it up. I didn't say the right things or I didn't ask the right questions. So you got to get in depth. You got to know what you asking when you ask it. You got to really get in there and get in depth. You know what I'm saying? Now, for voluntarily information people, that's you guys. If you guys want to do that, that's fine. Okay? Now, do I need to keep it 100 on here? Yeah, let's keep it 100. Most of the time, men are going to apply that, yes, when it comes to certain situations that's going to make them not look right, look bad, look wrong, or be out of place.
Yes.
So we're going to apply that when it's time for that.
Because
but it's not wrong.
But
it's not wrong.
But you just said it. You're doing it because whatever the result is of you saying this piece of information is going to look bad on you. Or it's going to be some type of bad situation.
So you're not going to cross that bridge unless y'all give us the bridge to cross to go to it. So we're only going to cross the bridge that you laying out.
But that's playing
Which is,
games.
what did you eat? No. Did you eat before you came home? Yes, I did. But I'm not going to say, yeah, I ate before I came home. I had a steak. I had this. I had that. You didn't ask that. You wanted to know, did I eat? I answered your did I eat question.
Something wrong with you.
Let's just keep it right there. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't feel like if the question is not being asked right, if he doesn't give you the answer that you were looking for, you can't say that omission is a lie.
Yes, you
or
can.
not giving information is a lie.
Listen, lying by omission is when a person leaves
You
out
typed it in like
important. What's wrong with you? Is when a person leaves out important information or fails to correct a pre-existing misconception. And this is the best piece. In order to hide the truth, you're withholding information because you don't want the whole truth to come out.
It's not about the truth.
What is it about?
The answer for what you're asking me has not been asked. You're asking for an answer that you didn't ask for.
But when you
That's
omit,
a good one right there. I like that.
When
You're asking for an answer that you didn't ask for.
that's the
I like
dumbest
that.
shit I've
Stick
ever
to
heard.
that, y'all. Boom. That's my pen there.
When you omit information, you're not being transparent. You're not being open and honest. You're not allowing for a real open, honest
So
conversation
let's take it to
happen.
the courtroom. How many people sit in court and just sit as they sit on the stand? Yeah, you know what? I did this. Or do they not wait to be asked the question before they give the answer?
I don't
Huh? Is that considered
What?
lying?
Tell me again. What?
And when you're in court,
And what?
How many people just sit on the stand and just start talking? Yeah, I did this. They wait for the question to be asked before they give the answer. So is that omission? Is that lying
all,
when they
sir-
haven't been asked the question yet?
First of all, sir, that is in a court of law.
Yeah.
where-
Anytime you're dealing with your female, that's a court of law.
Is it?
Yes, that's how y'all treat it. That's how y'all make it. It's what is it?
What? Come on, let me hear it.
Law conversation. Court of law conversation. I couldn't get it out. Daggone it. You know what I'm
my
saying?
goodness. See, I'm just
For
looking
real,
up
for
all this
real.
stuff. Social lies. You probably
You on
do all that.
Forbes.
Lies of exaggeration.
You on Forbes.
What
She's
does that
looking at
mean?
Forbes. She's looking at Forbes.
Lies of omission. Look at this. Why
We don't
is
know who
it-
put that on there. That could be Wikipedia. Is Wikipedia accurate?
Yep, look, here go a good example. It
What?
says the
What?
job candidate said he felt stifled in his previous position, so
Mm-hmm.
he left the organization and he neglected to mention that he was fired. So he just you get what I'm saying? So
He
someone
was
saying, "Oh, I
stifled.
just left the organization."
Yeah, he
but you
left.
didn't say why you were fired. That's
feel
omission
stifled.
of the truth.
But see, you can't
and it's
do- you-
misleading.
You can't use somebody getting fired and saying I left the organization.
That
like-
is an omission of truth.
But you can easily find that out. All that is a reference call So like that.
But that's
you
but
can't-
here, hold on. The point is not what you can prove and go find out later. The point of
Yeah.
this conversation is it right or wrong, and is it lying? And it's lying. I shouldn't have to.
I mean,
go
now
behind you.
that was a lie. But he actually said I left the organization. Now that was a bold-faced lie. That wasn't really
And
omission.
now, if I'm gonna play
that's
devil,
a lie.
No, it's not.
He
It's
said I left the organization.
Yeah.
Well, really in reverse, he got
but he
fired.
did. But he did leave. So on
You
a
know what I'm saying?
technicality, he left. So that's what I'm
But
trying
he
to
left
say.
because he got fired.
Now you're coming around. So now you see why omission is wrong.
But
you
that's
you
but
just
but
you
they didn't
literally
ask
just
him.
proved
But
my
they,
point.
unless they asked him, why did you leave your last job? And then he said that. Then
Don't
that's a
try
lie.
to change your story now. When you
I'm
saw
just
this, you
saying.
say he's lying. I'm so glad.
No,
that
no,
Yes,
because
you did.
you tried to trick me. No,
I just read it.
you tried to trick me. If did they ask him the question, yo, why did you leave your last job? If he just said,
And if they said, why did you leave your last job? He could have. I left the organization because I felt stifled. That's
yeah,
a lie.
he could say that. He could say that.
You are. What's wrong with you?
They didn't ask him. They didn't ask him if he got fired,
See what I'm saying? That's playing with words, and that's lying.
but they didn't ask him that. They got now. If they would have said, "Did you get fired from your last job?" Yes. Now, if he
So
would've
you
said,
gotta.
"I
So what
walked
you're
away,"
telling me is that you have to talk to grown ass adults like you talking to a 4-year-old.
Nah, you just got to be direct with your questions. Know what you.
So
know-
you have to ask
your
a
question
job
like,
candidate, have you ever been fired? You can't.
Have you ever been fired from a job before? Yes or no?
That's
Now,
crazy.
now they can't hit you with the "I was stifled" and all that BS.
I mean, that's
They
like
can't
a
hit you with that.
psychopath, and you like, what's wrong with you?
Nah, what you mean is a what a psychopath got to do without leaving out
The
information?
frame of thinking, lying.
That's not lying if you're not saying anything. Not talking is not lying. I mean, it's lying. What? I'm confusing myself. Not talking is lying. Okay, you're saying nothing. Saying nothing is not lying.
Yes,
there
it
is.
I'm done. I'm finished.
There it is. Saying nothing is not lying, you guys. Just remember
Omitting
that.
the truth that you know in your head when you know that the person is trying to get something out of you, whether it's cheating, whether it's a job, whether it's what you ate, anything.
Hey.
When you know what the person is getting at that you're talking to, they're trying to uncover some truth.
Yeah.
And you are omitting information that could sway the conversation and let the
Right.
truth be
Right.
told.
Right.
You are lying.
Come with questions that will get you the answers that you need to get
People
the information
are not
that you are
damn
trying
detectives.
to get. You
People
know what I'm
these
saying?
are just regular people trying to ask questions. Why they gotta come prepared like they're a lawyer or a judge or something? That's
But
ridiculous.
you know what? Give me a regular question then. Give me a regular question that could lead to an omission that could end up to a lie. Give me something. What you got? Give me something.
Have you been faithful in all your relationships?
What kind of question is that?
See what I'm saying? Look at the lead up to look at that.
You can't. You
Look at
can't
the
ask
lead
a
up to
dude
all of that.
But you can't ask a dude something like that. That's
You told
too.
me ask you a question.
Make it. Do something else.
Say yes
That's-
or no.
That's too.
Say yes or no.
That's
Answer the
too-
question.
That's
See
too,
how you can't even answer the question? That's ridiculous.
But it's not even because in that one I could say in a majority of them or most of them.
No,
So you can't. You don't want to ask something like that
I'm done.
in the majority of them, and then you can. And then some dudes could say yeah,
I know, and that's lying.
but he could be telling the truth
How?
because when the relationship first started, he could have been faithful, and then he started not being faithful later on. So
I know this
he
is
can-
totally not our topic, but it's
he
making me
can-
think of something.
He could say yes because he was. So have you been faithful in all your relationship? Yeah, I
You
did.
are a pathological liar.
But
Listen,
you're not asking the question. Have you been faithful throughout all of your relationships?
But you see what I'm saying?
You gotta
But
ask-
do you see how
you
that's a
gotta
play
ask-
on word when you know
You
what I'm
gotta
trying to
ask
get
it.
at? You
Y'all
know,
like that? Y'all see the way I got in there and dissected that to make it.
this goes into a whole different topic. But when you
Get
said
in
it
there.
about cheating, then it goes into what do people consider cheating? Remember we had that conversation before?
What is? Yeah, we had that on our podcast, right?
No,
Yes, we did.
we haven't talked
flirting.
about that
We did
before.
flirting.
Yeah.
We did flirting.
What's cheating?
Oh,
You better say something good. Think about
but
it before you
that's
say
not
it.
a topic, so we're not even going to get into that right
Well, I'm
there.
gonna just go ahead and say it.
We're not going to get into that one right
You
there.
ain't gotta
That's
say
not even-
nothing. I'm
but-
glad. I'm
it is-
glad you don't
it's
say
not
nothing.
Even, it's not even relevant to what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
remember what I told you a long time ago?
Exchanging of bodily fluids.
is exchanging of any body
All right,
fluids,
there it is.
and it also
There
also
it
can
is.
be emotional too.
See, now you
So
add
it's
stuff.
it's two types of
Add
cheating.
stuff to it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you can figure out a way to not exchange bodily fluids and not care, it's not cheating. Boom, boom. Run with that, fellas. Run with that.
My patience.
Because all you got to do is not sweat. There's no fluid being exchanged. Just don't sweat. I'm just saying.
I don't even know what that means. What?
That means that if you're going to be out there, don't be somewhere where you're going to sweat. I mean, no fluid will be exchanged.
So what you supposed to do? Hold hands?
If your body dry, you good.
So what you supposed to do? Hold hands?
If your body dry, you good.
I'm
You know what I
finished.
mean?
What's your final word? I said mine.
Plus,
It's lying.
Lotion's not a fluid. Vaseline's not a fluid.
What are you talking about?
Not that I'm just putting stuff out there. Just helping the fellas out.
If you are with another female, if men and women are with another female,
you can't
and you are
add stuff.
exchanging bodily fluids. I'm talking
Yeah.
kissing, anything that has something to do with fluids. You
Fluid.
are cheating.
Lotion is a fluid.
What you gonna be doing with lotion?
What is Vaseline a fluid? Is Vaseline a fluid?
It's not. But if
Thank you.
the end result of using that
Fellas.
lotion or Vaseline
There
is
you
any
go.
type of fluid, then it is cheating.
So sperm is a fluid.
Yes, sperm is inside fluid. Yes, yes.
Oh my
And
God.
if someone is at the opposite sex making you achieve that sperm, then it is cheating.
just go far enough. Just go all the way to the edge and then just don't go over. Just don't go over. You good to go. Long as the fluid don't come out, you good to go. Boom, boom.
Yep,
boom.
we're done.
Boom, 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 boom. Long as the fluid don't come out, you good. You good. You good to go. Oh man, that's a good one. For real. All right.
We're done.
All right. What's your moral of the? What you
Moral
got?
of the story is when you omit things from conversations, you are doing it on purpose because you don't want something to come to light.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to look bad. You don't want to make the other person feel bad.
Right.
You just don't want whatever the repercussions are from your omission. You don't want to happen. It's a lie. You are doing it on purpose. Don't do it. It's a fucking lie. Lie, lie, lie.
All right. And y'all take this, and this is one to grow on right here.
Right, y'all?
Okay.
Is omission
Take-
is lying. Let me hear it. Yes.
Take
Okay.
this. This is one to grow on right here. Okay.
Why should be something? though?
Ladies, listen. If you want information, ask the correct questions.
No one's a lawyer.
Be accurate with your
Nobody got time
questions
for that.
and know what you're asking. Okay. Don't be mad at your man if you're not asking the right questions and he's giving you the answers to the questions that you have asked. Okay. Be better with your questions. Okay. Think about your questions before you ask them. Okay. Have follow-up questions. Figure that out. Because you can't be mad at us for giving you what you asked for. Okay.
Stop
Not
ending
at
this
all.
stuff like you didn't say
I like
something.
that. I like that. Fellas, you with me?
No.
Are you with me?
And on that note,
Make sure you hit us up, man. Follow us, Static Flow, the Static Flow Podcast on Facebook every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Facebook Live.
Yes.
We do it up. The Static Flow Podcast on Instagram. If you just want to follow us on IG, make sure y'all share. If you like our podcast, like what we do, boom, we going for it, man. Our goal, we trying to get to 100 episodes.
that's a lot.
Yeah, we at episode 9, man. We getting ready. We doing it up. We at episode 9 for real. But make sure you share, make sure you follow,
Yes, share,
and hold
like,
us down.
view, all that.
If you got topics that you want to hear us talk about, make sure you send them on our Facebook page. You can DM us, and we'll definitely we'll get into it right here live on our Static Flow Podcast, and that's the Static Flow Podcast. And if you're on Instagram, you could DM us there too, the Static Flow Podcast. You know what I'm saying? And we'll throw the topic out here, and I'll bring the static.
And always, I'm the flow.
Well, mostly she's static, and I usually bring the flow.
Whatever.
But we out. Oh, my bad, y'all.
Maybe please.
We're out.